My name is Jayden. I am 11 years old and I live in Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. And I published a book called A Green Light for Mom, talking about my emotions through my mom's deployment. The reason it's called A Green Light for Mom is because the green light symbolizes a person who's deployed overseas, and you would keep it in your lantern or your house light until the deployed individual or individuals get back from the deployment.
He wrote this book as an outlet for himself to be able to express how he was feeling, but it also was something that he wanted to do to help other children with.
Let me tell you what happened the day that I found out that my mom was getting deployed. So it was just an average day, and then she came home from her Air Force guard, and then she told me that she had to be deployed, and I just felt like there was a 50-pound weight that just got put on my shoulders. So it was sad, mad, nervous, just for what was gonna go on with her being on the other side of the world. I think I started crying after she told me what was happening, just because it was so much to handle at once, and it's hard for a kid who's 9 to go through that, because I couldn't see her for 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Once I found out I was going to Qatar, I was scared. I was not sure. I had been in close to 20 years and had never been deployed. And now I had a child and I had to be deployed. I wasn't even so much worried about myself. That thought didn't cross my mind. I was probably more worried about how my son and husband were going to handle everything back home. I knew that it was stressful the minute we told Jayden.
She thought that it would be better to have someone help me with the emotions that I'm going through. And then she found a counselor that was nearby, so we would go there every other Friday, was it? And then she said we should journal, and then my mom said, we could do this, Jayden. So then we started journaling.
I felt so much better and more at peace because I knew that this was a way for him to get it out and to not keep it bottled up inside.
And you have to be able to talk about what's going through your mind and talk about why you have those emotions.
I think as parents, we're so busy telling our kids all the time to don't feel that way, don't be scared, don't do that. And my husband and I really just tried to stop and let Jayden feel however he felt and say whatever he wanted to say, and that it wasn't ever wrong.
So I think the biggest challenge for me was that was all the responsibilities were then on my shoulders. And as long as I knew that he was taking care of his responsibilities and what he needed to own up, making lunches, homework, whatever it may be, I can take care of the rest of it.
I saw that he was a little bit nervous because he had to start doing everything just by himself.
I prepared a lot of things that he could do while I was gone, a lot of sentimental things. I did recordings. I ordered a cardboard cutout of myself, all these things. It kept my mind off of the fears that I had for myself, and it kept me focused on them. Jeez.
One of the things that we had going on for Jayden and I was to always keep getting something to Mom. Always let her know that she's remembered, she's in our thoughts, she's in our prayers, she's in our hearts. Something that was new for him was baseball. It gave him something else to think about, something else to get involved in. So I think it helped to act as a distraction from what was going on at home, and also give him an outlet to go and take on something new and get wrapped up in. When he takes on something new and he applies himself, he can come out successful.
She's made me more tough, and she's made me realize that I don't need like everything in the world, and we should be grateful for what we have. The day I got the book in my hand, I didn't know what to feel, and I was happy because I wrote it, and then I was excited for other people to read it. So it was a lot of mixed emotions.
I asked Jayden what he wanted to do with his proceeds from this book, and he looked at me and said, "What do you think, Mom?" And he said, "I want to donate some." So we're donating some of the proceeds to the Dog to Dog Tags organization. We're excited about that.
I think that that's why hard work pays off, because you can help the world in so many different ways by doing that. Everyone should read the book because they could, if they're going through a problem or the same problem that I was going through, that can help them like realize that they're not the only person going through this, and that they can talk to someone about how to handle it better and how to like be okay with what's going on.